All right, everybody, we are at BCMC and we're on our second live walkthrough of the trade show floor, and we are standing with Tim Warren in the MyTech booth. Tim, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Dave. Thanks for having me. We're excited to be here. It's been a great show the first 2 days, a lot of buzz, a lot of energy, so yeah. We're off to a good start.
Yeah, there is a lot of people here today, and it's turning out yesterday, and today's turning out to be the same.
It is, and generally we see a little bit of a slowdown on day two. It's a busy morning, so it's exciting.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what you do and what your role is here at MyTech.
My role at MyTech is Vice President of our Automation Sales Group, and we're really the consulting arm for both our field sales team and then the customers that they represent. So we provide a lot of internal support for that group.
Sure. So what are we going to look at here is you got a big booth. In fact, I think the biggest booth here on the floor. Show us what we're going to, I guess tell us what we're going to talk about, and then we'll show it.
Absolutely. So, the booth represents, our end-to-end solution at MyTech for the component manufacturer. So behind me is one example of our software demo stations. Our software solution starts all the way at the front end of optimization and design and quoting, but it also drives our manufacturing and production side of the business for our customers. So it is a kind of an A to Z solution, and we like to be a whole house supplier for the component manufacturer. Yeah. So this component manufacturing suite is available for demo. Anybody can come down, stop in, talk to several of our software professionals that are here, and they can walk you through the offering.
So talk me through what is the demo like? So what will people be seeing when they try it?
It can be very specific or it can be very broad. So if you're looking for 3D design software, we have components for that, business management solutions, production management solutions. So it can be a very broad demo, or we can get very specific into one area of their business.
Yeah, love it. All right, so we have some more stuff to talk about. You want to talk about this match point here?
Yeah, this is so let's walk over. New to us for the show. We've built out an interactive experience.
Yeah.
So these are all touchscreen driven, and this is really showing kind of what we're working on, and these are new development projects within our automation portfolio that are coming in 2020.
Let's walk over here. Can we touch the screen and actually?
So this is the 3D rendering of the next generation of our blade saw.
Yeah.
So in the years past, we physically had Gen 1 saw blade here.
Okay.
This is a representation of blade Gen 2, which is the next version of this saw, and the screen is all very interactive. So you just kind of walks you through the saw, the capabilities, what it looks like from kind of the in-feed, the user interaction, and what we're upgrading and improving upon from Blade Gen 2. So there's some live videos you can walk through on this. Shows kind of the configurability of the system and really what's new and coming, and gives our customers some idea of what is in the pipeline for us to move forward.
So, I mean, it's really great that there's all this interaction, right? We're seeing a lot of that on the floor today where people can actually not only talk about it, but visually kind of see how things operate. And I think that's so important for our industry.
And it is. And it's, the next generation of technology around our industry. It's very much a digital platform.
Right.
And it becomes much more, within MyTech, we talk a lot about let's build it digitally before we physically build it in the field.
Right.
That pertains to our automation as much as it does for our CM customers who are working with their builder partners and having a platform where they can digitally build a home.
Right.
And find all of the opportunities for improvement before they get into the field and it's rework and reship and rebuild. So the digital platform for our industry is growing, and it's growing very quickly.
Yeah, it's really growing fast, right? The technology, it's all in the tech stack right now.
It really is. Sure. And that has not been the DNA of our industry
legacy.
Hasn't.
Yeah,
but we're adopting it very quickly as an organization.
All right, well, let's walk over here and check out. So what are we going to see over here?
So we'll move to kind of the middle part of the booth. This is another example, Dave, while we're here. This is the next generation of our component saw.
Right.
Same interactive experience as our linear.
Okay.
But this is the next gen of a legacy Cyber AT. Calling it the Momentum saw. It's a complete redesign. Same function, performs largely the same tasks, but completely upgraded components, electronics, increased throughput, reliability, safety.
Right.
It was time for a refresh. The Cyber AT has been an incredibly well-performing solution for us.
Okay.
It was just time to bring a next generation of
to it, and that's what we're looking at here. Well, you just hold on to that. We'll walk over here. Talk us through where we're headed here.
So we have a VR experience in the center of our booth this year. We had a similar experience last year. The difference this year is we're really launching our capability around plant optimization,
Okay.
and working with our component manufacturers to expand their current operation,
Sure.
or remodel or refresh what
Yep.
they have today. And again, it's the concept of being able to build it digitally,
Right.
walk through it virtually,
Yeah.
before they commit to a new greenfield facility or upgrading the facility they have. So our solutions architects are regionally based. They work with the district sales managers in those areas, but we're drawing these plants in 3D CAD through the Revit software platform. And then from there, we can move it into a virtual reality opportunity.
Sure.
So we have some example manufacturing facilities here that we've drawn.
Sure.
People are welcome to come down. You can either look at it 3D on the screen, or you can put on the goggles and you can walk through 4 or 5 different truss plants standing here in the middle of the mic.
Last year I was here at BCMC and I put on the goggles, and it was inside a truss, it was in a manufacturing plant.
Yep.
And literally I could walk through and see in 3D in real time exactly what that plant was going to look like and how it was operating. It's super powerful.
It really is, and you can see material flow, you can see product, and then you can do some fun stuff too. It's probably the only safe way you can stand on top of a blade saw if you want to.
Yeah.
You can do that virtually here if you want.
All right, so listen, if you're here at the BCMC in Columbus, Ohio with us right now, they can come and try this out, right?
We're ready to go right now.
Yeah, put it on and we'll do it. Perfect. So we're going to head over here and talk about some stuff as well. So walk us through where we're going.
So back here we've got a floor cassette display, and really trying to show the capabilities of what open web floor systems can truly provide to the builder, but also the subcontractors that they're working with. So the open web, whether it's through a traditional wood web floor truss or it's the metal web posi strut option, just gives everyone gives the trades an opportunity to get on and off the site faster. Well, reduces the cycle time of the builder, and really an opportunity for us to build better with newer, different technology.
All right, so just so I understand, so these cassettes are coming as we see them in 4-foot sections, it looks like, at least on this one here.
This
it may be larger than that.
This is an example, and there are manufacturers in the U.S. who are building these as cassettes.
Yep.
You also get them as individual joists.
Okay.
They can be floor trusses built to length. There's trimmable products. There's a lot of different variables and options, and it obviously is meant to fit each regional part of the country and the demands that they have.
Yeah,
in their market.
sure. But I mean, it speeds up the entire process, makes it safer, makes it easier to build, and it gets people walking on solid floors much faster.
And a value
like
engineering opportunity. Yeah, exactly.
Just drop into place. Yep. Yeah, and I mean, it's speed to market. That's what people are looking for out there. I love it. So what else you got? I mean, you got everything in this place.
Well, we like to try to show, again, an end-to-end solution for MyTech. So we understand that it starts with the component manufacturer and their relationship with their builder customers. The more that we can offer to allow them to integrate and get closely connected to that builder community, we just want to facilitate that process. We are passionate about the manufacturing piece of that being so critical to the component manufacturer today, especially as labor just continues to be a challenge.
Right.
So the more solutions we can bring to the table that allows them to grow their business, offer more solutions, and do it with less physical direct labor in their facility is the way our industry has to move to grow.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what, that's the growth is what we're looking for, and bringing more and more opportunities for off-site construction to the component manufacturing.
Yeah, and so MyTech's vision for the future, what are you seeing?
More of the same. More of where we're headed in this direction. So that integration, let's build it digitally before we physically build it in the field. Let's collaborate with the builders, the trades, and MyTech just wants to provide the tools to facilitate the communication, the discussion.
That's right.
That's on the front end. Once we've got the problem solved, we've got the riddle ready to go, then we can manufacture the product one time accurately, speed up the time on site, and get more homes in the field for people who need them. We have an inventory shortage in the market, and we want to just try to help the CMs and the builders solve that problem. Yeah,
depending on who you talk to, I mean, it's 5 to 7 million homes. That's a lot of homes. We've got a homeless crisis happening,
It is, and
affordability as well.
Affordability is a big, and so this is a driver to that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
We want to, better building is something we talk about a lot at MyTech. Better means a lot of things, but if it's higher quality, it's faster, and it's less expensive, pretty good definition of better.
All right, so hashtag better buildings or hashtag build it better. That's
right.
what MyTech's doing. So appreciate you walking us through.
Absolutely, appreciate it.
I love it.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for doing all these visuals, because I think most people, they understand digital twins, but I don't think they understand it until they see, wow, I can really see that screw or that nail. You know exactly what your material costs are as well. That's the other side of this. I bet you have this down to a science where you know how many nails go in each board.
Driving to a bill of materials,
Less waste.
understanding less waste. That's exactly what it is. So it is not an assumption of I think this is what I need.
That's right.
Because that assumption changes from job site A to job site B.
Absolutely. Cool, man.
All right, buddy.
Hey, appreciate you. Thank you to MyTech. All right, we're going to go this way. We'll see you.
Take care.
All right. All right, everybody, follow us over here. We're going to go, look at all the people again. We may have to reroute our journey a little bit, but we're coming over here to Vertec. I'm going to go this way. You go that way, Eric. Ready. Hey, how are you? How are you?
Okay.
Good. Good to see you again. Yeah. Nice to see you. All right, so Dean Kirby, right?
Yes, Dean Kirby.
Dean, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Vertec is, who you are, and your role here at the company?
Yeah. Well, Vertec, we're a laser company for laser templating for the prefabricated industry. So we do wall panels, we do trusses, we do sets, all those aspects of it. We do projection. We've been doing it for 25 years. We're the leader in the industry.
Right.
By far, we have thousands of installations.
You do, right. Let's show all of this here, if you don't mind, if we can go over there. Yeah. So walk us through what we're seeing, Dean.
So right here, you're seeing the outline of the truss.
Yep.
And so this would be like, jigging. You'd use your jigging material up that.
So you have your truss table. You have lasers above that are making it foolproof for anybody to come here and lay this out. So it helps with the skilled labor issue.
That's correct.
Great.
So it basically eliminates any errors or anything of that.
Yep.
So you're able to do this, and it shows you where the plates go on the truss. So add this in here. So it's going to show you the plate placement, webs, everything that's associated with the truss.
So I don't have to know anything about what you do. I can come here and take this and just lay my boards out and drop the plates on. And do the plates? Are they automated? The plates?
The plates you turn. You
lay it out and then you nail them in. Yep.
And then basically this has gone through a finish roller to do the final.
Right,
bit.
the roller pushes them down. That's right. Yep. I think that's absolutely amazing. So, how long have you guys been in business now, Vertec?
We've been in business for over 30 years. We've been in the truss business for 26 years.
Yeah.
So we're well represented in that area.
What's the market looking like for you right now and moving into the future?
It's absolutely.
Are you a happy person?
Very happy person.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff that we've got here too is we've got a new product that's artificial intelligence.
Okay.
With regards to, and what you're seeing right here is basically nail embedment.
Right.
And shiners. So we've got cameras.
That's right.
2 cameras right there, and with the lasers projecting down.
Right.
Be able to look at it. So.
You want me to? Oh, I got it.
He just moved that one board. Notice how there's.
Oh yeah. Why don't you step back and get a wide angle shot on that? So that's picking up the movement from this board right here.
Yeah.
So if I put that back, it moves back up here. Look at that. And the green squares, is that basically saying you have it in the right spot?
Right.
And then when I put it out of square, it says, Dave, you're full, you're messing up.
That's correct. And this is all artificial intelligence, so it's being able to do this completely, and it learns from your system, from your production. So it's very innovative for the industry as a whole. And it's the same thing with shiners. We've got this as a pretend shiner.
Yeah.
Right? If you look right up there.
Yep.
Okay, I just laid it up there. It's telling me that those are all shiners. And this is all real time.
So a shiner in the industry is basically missed nails.
Yes. So if you turn around and you add a nail to punch it through, and instantaneously it does it. This is all live in real time.
You know what? Missed nails and they hurt energy efficiency. You're putting more holes in the wood. You're missing your nail, and structurally
quality.
It's messing it up.
Yeah, I mean it's quality. No one wants to have that type of missed quality out in the field, and we're able to provide that. We're going to be taking this technology not only for wall panels, but we're also going to be taking it into the truss world too.
Right.
And so we're going to be able to do truss inspection and wall panel inspection.
And you end up with quality control with all this. You have product that's leaving that you know is nailed right, done right. It's easy for the quality control manager on the floor to be able to see what's going on if something's missed, right? And then there's also accountability because you know who's doing what, where you're at, right?
Well, yeah, it's total traceability when it's out on the field because, you know, when you're working with a customer or anything of that, you're able to pull up exactly what was delivered and what the quality was that was going out there. So this is a game changer for the industry.
It really is, and even for the insurance company, less risk. Now you're tracking it. I mean, the whole thing, it just adds up.
There's all aspects of it. There's quality assurance that you're going to be able to give to your customers that is second to none.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, thank you so much for letting us stop by.
Okay.
I love what Vertex doing. Thanks for joining us today.
Great seeing you, and we'll see you next year for sure.
Yeah, you definitely see us next year for sure. John, which way are we going to head? Over this way? All right. We'll see you guys. Thank you so much. I mean, I love this technology. This is great stuff, and this is the kind of stuff that you learn about while you're here live in person, and you get to see it. So for those of you that aren't here, that's all right. You can just push Wade Atterbury out of the way. He doesn't mind. Hi, Wade. We're live.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How's the show going for you?
Awesome.
Good, good. I love it. I love it. All right, so Wizard PDS. Hey.
Yes.
Thomas Hoy, how are you, sir? Come on over here. Come on over here. I want to be able to show what we have here. Hold this so you can talk into it. All right, Thomas, tell us a little bit about who you are and who Wizard is. Come on into the picture over this way.
We are ID Machinery Sales in Minneapolis. We have several products here. One of them is a Wizard PDS table. So this is we call it a universal table. It is designed to fit with anybody's equipment, regardless of brand, and we can implement Wizard. So that's what this table is right here.
So no matter what's on your manufacturing floor, this can integrate with it. What does this table do exactly?
This table sets up does truss assembly in an automated fashion. So we have Wizard product is a perimeter definition system that conforms to the profile of the truss in about 7 to 10 seconds.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we got a Super Torque Gantry. What is a Super Torque Gantry other than a cool name?
A Super Torque Gantry. These two machines here, this is a new twist for us because the state of our industry and machinery delivery being up to 20 months. These are full rebuilt machinery. So some of these machines are 15 to 20 years old. We do ground up restoration on them. Everything is new warranty. We put them on customers' lines that have existing equipment. We remove their old equipment and give them.
So this is an older machine that's been completely refurbished to pretty much brand new state.
Absolutely.
And they can reincorporate it into their line.
Correct.
So everything gets tweaked back to its precision, and I love that. It works like it's brand new.
It works very well right now in the industry.
For sure. Well, listen, there's a shortage. There's a delay on getting equipment up to a year, some even longer than that. So if you're able to get the older machines and redo them, is what you're saying, you can keep people moving forward and building their trusses or whatever, the wall panels, and making money again.
Exactly right.
I love that. I love that. All right, Thomas, let's head over here. So this is the Wizard Wizard PDS Ram Easy Rider with Alpine. So I'm assuming there's a collaboration here.
So again, this is another rebuild. Fully rebuilt, warranted machine. This one is going directly to a customer in Florida on a Wizard table. That's why we have the Wizard labeling. So
for sure.
This will be running on a Wizard PDS line.
Okay, very soon. And how long's Wizard been around?
Wizard has been around since about 2000. Yes.
And where are you guys located out of?
We are in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis? Oh, perfect. And how do people get a hold of you if they're looking for some machine?
Well, they can go on our website, idmachinery.com. Probably the best route to go.
idmachinery.com. EIED. Okay, got it. Got it. Perfect. Well, Thomas, thank you so much for taking a few moments to talk to us about Wizard. How's the show been for you?
It's been terrific.
Has it really?
Well attended. Everybody's very informative. They want all kinds of information, and if lead times are a bit of an issue, but that's
So you know what?
Playing field. So.
It is a level playing field. Well, good. I'm happy for you. So perfect. All right. Well, we're going to move on. We're going to go around this way. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that. All right, so we're going to head to the right here, this way. And, you know, I tell you what, Carson Holmquist sure would be proud to see all these trailer trucks in here from Stream Logistics. There's a ton of them here. I could see those guys set up on top of one of these just talking. All right, so as we head down here, we're going to go to Eagle Metal, which is down here on the left, and we're going to talk to those folks, learn a little bit about what Eagle Metal is doing. And then after that, we're going to go over, we're going to see our folks, friends at the SBCA, and we got a few more. I see April over there from Simpson as well, just standing there talking. So, all right, let's go over in here and see. Jen, maybe you can find who we're going to speak to at Eagle Metal and have some fun. So this is an awesome booth as well. We love Eagle Metal. Jen's grabbing who we're going to talk to here. So again, this is an amazing booth back there. You can probably stay right about there, Eric, I think, get everybody in.
I'm gonna do it.
You're going to do it? You're in?
Apparently.
How you doing? I'm Dave Cooper.
Dave, I'm Baird.
Baird, is Quinsbury?
Quisenberry.
Quisenberry?
Yep.
Baird, tell us a little bit about what your role is here and what Eagle Metal is all about.
Yeah, so I'm Baird Quisenberry with Eagle Metal. Our company is focused on the latest software for roof and wall panel manufacturers, component manufacturers nationwide.
Yeah, so, and what do you do here?
We develop software and manufacture connectors for roof and floor trusses.
Perfect. And so who would be your customer in this industry?
Our customer is manufacturers of roof and floor trusses and wall panels.
Great. So tell us a little bit about what your product is and what makes it different from some of the others in the market.
So the first thing that makes us different is our people that make up our company. We are a second generation family owned business, and we're started more than 30 years ago. And that's the secret sauce. The second piece is we're developing the latest software to serve our customers. So that is what we're about, is relationships, service, and the latest technology.
And the latest, so that's what we're looking at behind us. What do we have here that we're looking at?
This is our cloud platform where our customers can share their 3D models. So this is on any touch device. So we've had this out for 4 or 5 years. And, so this is a way for our customers to share the 3D model, which is roof, floors, and panels with their customers in a branded environment. So it's an extension of their brand. So this isn't about us, it's about the customer.
So customer comes into the office, they have a large project they want to do. The team at the manufacturing plant can pull this up and work with it, and the customer can see in real time in BIM 3D, whatever the technology is, exactly what they're getting.
That's it. And this is actually the model for after it's designed.
Okay.
So this is, the customer comes in, brings their plans, sends their plans. After it's designed, they can share it with their customer, also for the field. So you want to look up and see where the placement of those components go.
You know, it's interesting. You mentioned earlier that the company culture is what makes you different.
That's it.
I will tell you from traveling around the world and around the country, honestly, that the greatest manufacturers, builders, and companies that we've come across, their company culture is amazing.
That's it.
Because you have a whole team pulling in the same direction, and then those teams become extensions of whoever their customers are.
This industry in particular was built on relationships and knowledge and generations. That's what it is.
Sure.
It still is to some degree, and we're just proud to be a part of that.
All right. So how's the last couple of years been for you? How is it right now? Busy?
It's very busy. So yeah, we're riding the same wave that everyone else is. So
you having fun with it?
It's fun. It's fun. The neatest thing is to see our customers succeed, and that's what you're about. We serve our customers.
There you go, servant leaders, right? That's what we love.
Our company motto is warrior spirit, servant heart, and that's what it's about.
That is what it. So how's the future looking to you guys?
We're a young company. So we're extremely excited about the software we're rolling out.
Yep.
That's a critical piece, and so that's what we're doing. And you'll hear a lot more about us in the years to come.
I love it. And how's BCMC been for you this
year? It's been a great show. Well attended. So it's fun to get to see a lot of people that are out. Everybody's doing well. That's fun.
I love it, Baird. Thank you so much for having us in. Thanks for talking to us. All right, we're gonna head over here. We're gonna pass the Dave Cooper live booth on the way through, so that's gonna be great. If you're here, stop by and get yourself a sticker. I'm going to go behind, I think, over there if we can, or we'll stand out in front with Jess. Oh, look, the SBCA team standing there. What's up, Jess?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good. Just great show. Glad to have you guys here, and just a lot of people talking about digital QC, a lot about trusses, and just can't believe the turnout.
Yeah.
I think we're going to hit a record. So.
I think you are going to hit a record. I've been saying and hearing from everybody how well attended today's show is. And I will tell you, from my experience, you guys have done a phenomenal job. I've heard wait till you listen to the videos, all the great feedback. So, I mean, Jess, we talk about digital QC and some of the other things. We had you on the show a couple weeks ago. Yep. From your point of view, how is this going from a technology standpoint, because there's a lot of that happening here, but also, from an attendance, what are you guys seeing?
Yeah, the technology is obviously a huge driver for our industry. It always has been and likely always will be. And that's where we're happy to participate with Digital QC. But, walking around the show floor, seeing the equipment, and, there's always little things. It's incremental in the change and the advancements and the innovation. I'd love to see that. And you have to have a keen eye to notice certain things.
Right.
But that's the cool thing about our attendees, too, is they take the different ideas, the different things, and they put them all together to make it work for them. And that's where, it's such a cool thing. But Digital QC, I mean, it's just being able to build better trusses. And we've been talking about that, and it's such a needed thing, because as we try to get our word out about what components are, offsite construction, all of those things, we need to make sure that we're holding up our end of the bargain and building really good trusses, really good products.
Right.
So.
But that all translates into savings for the manufacturers, right? When you think about that, and we just had this conversation with another one of the vendors here. I think people have to look at it from not only are you putting a better product out, but you're reducing risk, reducing liability, increasing safety, and less callbacks.
It's the less callbacks is a key. I mean, you can't imagine how costly that is for a manufacturer. But there's other savings too that, once we collect that data with the Digital QC, you look at the plate, like if this is oversized, we can track that, and that gives you a sample of, okay, is that happening 10% of the time, 20% of the time?
Got it. So here's what we're showing is the oversize here, which is a waste of material.
Exactly. So they can understand that they can do better with inventory and, manage their logistics, their inbound logistics a lot better, to where they're not having to put as much material and, help their margins, help all the pricing, to where they can not only build a better product, but a more cost-efficient product at the same time.
Yeah, and when you're building tens of thousands of trusses a year, that adds up in a big way, not only for the manufacturer, but for the consumer who's paying for that extra material that's not really doing something for them.
Exactly, and that's where, it's all about efficiency. Obviously, we're saving, labor hours, doing it more efficient with the tablet. But even the material, and then understanding, we purposely, did this with some weight to understand the effects of that and how, because if you're plating into that area, it becomes ineffective. So again,
if the plate's over top of it, it's not in there, it's not biting.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. So tell us a little bit about what we're seeing on the screen here, and you hold this so he can come in. What are we looking at here?
That is a sample of the truss that we've got here. You can see the report. That's the, you can see the red there. Those are the most critical joints that are the highest stressed. So an inspector is going to want to look at those and make sure that they're in the right spot with the effective teeth. And then as you scroll down, and this is the cool thing about it, when you get to here, we've got the different lumber to ensure that the lumber is what it was specified. That's always a big deal, especially if there's upgrades or whatever. It's another thing that you can track when you're doing the sampling, that you have the understanding of where everything's there. Go ahead and scroll down to the photo there, and gives us data to where's the placement, what's the rotation look like, is it within the tolerances, obviously, but you get an idea, if you're backside plating, a lot of times that happens blind to the installer, the person that's building that truss.
Right.
You get an idea if it's shifted too much, and that's where training opportunities come up, and that's kind of the end result there. That plate, to have effectiveness per the design software, can be anywhere in that green polygon.
Yep.
Obviously, you want it to be as close to center and right on as you can. But the other thing we've done here, you can see those orange triangles. That is where the inspector marked that those teeth were ineffective. Now, whether or not they actually are, this is obviously a demo, but that gives us the opportunity to understand, is it the plate that's not working, or is it the lumber? So that's that data that you can then better manage your processes and your production with. And those ones in the bottom right, that's other teeth that were ineffective. So it's either plate or lumber. But the other thing that I love about this photo is if there was a mistake, the inspector can bring that back into the table lead and have that conversation with the crew. Pictures are worth thousands of words. Before it was always just a piece of paper, And a dot on a piece of paper, it's hard to, you don't understand that as well. But this shows proof that people are able to, okay, we did make a mistake. How do we correct it?
Right. So when you're saying the mistakes, we're looking at these triangles here is where the inspector said that there was possibly missed teeth into the lumber, right?
Yep.
And then same thing in this area down here where the pink, I guess, rectangles are squared. That's the same thing. Now let me ask you, this truss, so I just take a picture with my iPad or my phone and it identifies this, or how does this work?
That is actually a software program, an executable file that sits on either your Windows tablet. We have Android and also Apple, where that's a program. It's an app that runs. It goes through all the different inspections, all the different pieces of the the process, but then it does take that photo and then it uploads it to our server, so you can refer back to it if you need to as well. So very good as far as software, really trying to drive the industry forward with all kinds of different things there.
Yeah, I love it. So what else do we have to look forward to, Jess? I mean, you guys are rocking and rolling. You did something really big yesterday.
Yeah,
the round table.
We had round tables. There were a lot of things going on there. Great attendance. We had Emmett Smith come in. He was a great draw. Just great time for our industry. Great time to have everybody together. We're going to have an industry celebration tonight to make sure that we're trying to keep people on the show floor, to make sure we're driving values for everybody that's exhibiting here. They're going to give away a trailer. We're going to give away some vacations and some other things, maybe even an Emmett Smith signed football. And, just a good way to kind of celebrate a great week and make sure, there's so many friends, so many good relationships in this industry. Allows us to, just kind of celebrate that, enjoy it, and enjoy the company before a lot of people won't see each other until BCMC next year.
Yeah, for sure. Attendance for Emmett Smith, and I always said this, I've been saying, it was standing room only, like people could barely get in the door.
Yeah, and we have statistics going back. I mean, this is our 41st BCMC. We've never had attendance like that for a keynote, and we luckily we were able to work with the convention center staff to make sure everybody had breakfast, and we're able to get that. Still didn't, it was one of those where it stressed our availabilities there, but we'll learn next year, and I think we're probably going to bring in another big name for next year as well.
Those are good problems to have when you're growing, and most people wouldn't have thought, but Emmett Smith is very deep into the home building and developing industry. After his retirement, he didn't quit working. He actually got into the housing market.
Yeah, he is in the construction business. He understands it. It was a boyhood dream of his, and I read his book, kind of anticipating getting to meet him and asking him some questions. And if he had not gone the football route, he probably would have gone into architecture or something like that, kind of understanding his background, which is really cool because it relates to this industry so well, and he kind of understands it. He has an interest, so it's nice that not only is it Emmett Smith, Dancing in the Stars, Cowboys all-time running back, but he also has a relationship with the industry too.
We call that an overachiever.
Yeah.
I mean, in a big way. All right, so what I want to really talk about real quick before we move on is women in construction.
Yes.
For the first time that I've seen at any show by any organization that I've been a part of, you actually had a round table with everybody here talking about how do we attract more women into our space. Tell us a little bit about that, because that to me was amazing.
And that's the thing, as an association, we have a platform, and we're always trying to handle that responsibly. But when we look around our industry components, but the broader construction industry too, Margaret Whalen's got a great, I'll let her talk about it, but she notices it very well and points it out, but it's the truth. And we need to be more welcoming to women for this industry. We need to make sure our job descriptions are appropriate. But with our platform, we need to be able to tell the stories of those that are here so others can relate and they can recognize that opportunity and think of construction as a great industry to come and find a career and find, the ability to grow and to have relationships and everything there. And that's, just one of those opportunities that is really cool to be able to use our platform to help drive that. Hopefully you say you haven't heard it before. Well, I hope this isn't the last. I hope other associations, industries, conferences, hopefully we're able to do that. I think we're probably going to start a Women in Components, Women in Construction podcast, start setting that tone, telling those stories, using our platform, and making sure that people can relate. And it's not about, because it's let's just tell some interesting stories and showcase our industry at the same time.
Yeah, and we've traveled the world, and there are a lot of women in the construction industry, especially in Europe, there is a need for women in our space, just from a whole different level, from a detail level, intelligent level, from all levels, from the factory floor all the way to the back office. They bring so much value, and the biggest thing to me is it increases our availability of who we can have for workforce and labor.
I haven't talked to anybody that says they have enough employees.
Yeah,
That's where we're at. And why would you narrow your pool by half?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. So we need to open it up to as many people as we can. And that's where, again, we want to lead. And you look around this show floor with the machinery, the automation, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You can do any of the jobs in the plant.
That's right.
And, some of the best performers just happen to be women. So those are the stories we want to tell. We want to highlight and try to drive some attention towards that.
And believe it when I say it, there are some really smart women in this industry. We interviewed quite a few of them. They're here. We also, I don't know if you know, but we interviewed Margaret yesterday.
Okay.
So she sat down with us for a while. And if you don't know Margaret Whelan, you should. She's a mover and groover. And I'm a big believer that we are going to go further, faster if we bring more women and more diversity just in general into this space.
Yep, and that's, obviously long term, there's the approach there, but we got to start somewhere, and we might as well start with the biggest constituency and work from there.
Love it, man.
All right.
All right, did we miss anything before I walk away?
Nope, just thanks for being here. Love the show, and BCMC next year, Indianapolis.
Got it. Perfect. All right, which way are we going here? We're going to walk this way. Jess, thanks again.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. All right, so let's go back around the bend here. Jen's running around making sure people can meet with us. As you can see, there's a ton of people here. We're having a lot of fun. We got Wood Tech up to the right. We're going to go. We got Ben Hershey over there. Hi, Ben. How are you today? Get Ben. You got to wave to Ben. All right, let's keep going here. Got a Forward Solutions Group. Ben's dad's one of the original people that started the SPCA. He's been in this industry a long time. I won't talk about his where he was born at by any stretch because it embarrasses him. Here? All right. We're going to go to SL Laser here. As we walk by, you guys, if you don't know SL Laser, you should check them out. We're going to go next door as well, but we're going to come back. We'll get some interviews with these guys.
I don't see this.
All right. Hey, what's going on back there?
Hey, guys.
You have time for us? All right, let me squeeze behind everybody here. I'll step behind the booth.
We'll contact you.
We'll squeeze in.
Yeah, take care.
Here, Jason, you hold that right there. We're gonna film if you guys. Where'd he go? There he is.
Right.
Wave. You're on camera, live. All right, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Outside of, I just love your booth.
Well, thank you.
And I.
Next,
Yeah, Amelia, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do here.
Okay. We are Arcadium. We are a third-party design service company for MyTech and Alpine component manufacturers. And we do anything that the component manufacturers need as far as design. We've done wall panels, floors, roofs, trusses, and EWP. Some companies use us just to supplement their design company.
Yeah.
And some companies actually have us as their design team. And so I'm their design manager. Our services are architectural and engineering. We can do Revit design as well. We have some Revit applications that are on Autodesk, but then we do estimating of all 16 divisions and on top of our component design service.
So you handle design services, estimating. You basically are an extension of somebody else's team.
Yes.
Is what you're doing. And so when they get real busy, they can come to you and say, hey, we need more help, we need more support.
Yes.
Or if they're starting up, they can come to you and say, hey, listen, we're not going to put a full staff on. We'd rather just outsource to have you guys help us do it.
Yes, we have a couple customers that lost their designers to a family issue, or they walked away, or whatever scenarios happen. They were friends with somebody who recommended us. We've taken over for that one project. Finished it up, and sometimes we go on to a second or third project. One client, we did a couple, and then it's been a break, and now they've come back and say, they need our help again. So we can do tract homes, we can do multifamily, small units, large units. I've got some examples here on the computer screen. But, we are a company that will serve the client. We try to do partnerships. It's not a you have to take all of us or all of our services or nothing.
It's like a smorgasbord. They can pick and choose what they need.
They can use us a little or they can use us a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to us. Our pricing can vary depending on their business model.
Right.
And so that is all done by Lauren, who is our vice president of sales.
Okay.
And one client we did a percentage of sales, another client we did board foot, another client we did by the hour, and a different one we do square foot. So
you look at
serve everybody.
Well, I mean, that's kind of it, right? Because everybody in this industry has their own way of, figuring out their numbers and how they calculate. What you're saying is, it doesn't matter to you how you want to do it. We'll work within your system to provide you a service that doesn't disrupt how you already do it.
No, we'll do anything that they need us to do. We also have starting some online portals so people can become customers online.
Yep.
And they can upload their jobs through the portal system. And right now on estimating and a couple other factors, especially the Revit work and architectural work,
right?
They can put in some parameters of what the job is, and it will give them an estimate of what their time frame is and what their price range may be to do that service. Now the component design and the estimating, which is led by Jamie, will be on a project by project basis because of all the variances and complexity of time frames and what service they're needed. We can be a back checking service, or we can be a design service. We do bids and we do straight to production releases, but we also get involved in the trade coordination pre-con meetings. And
you do? Okay.
Hardware layouts, we can do stub ups through the podium layouts, which was an add-on from a customer. We had already drawn the wall panels for them.
Yeah.
And then the GC said, hey, we need this. And so they asked if we could provide that service, and we did it for them.
So with your service, like manufacturing, do you manufacture wall panels and floor? So you're outsourcing that and you're working within the different systems of the panels, or you're working with the customer supplier?
We only work for component manufacturers.
You only work for the component manufacturer.
Our license is through them. We're an extension.
Perfect. That's important to know.
Team.
Yeah.
We do not have a manufacturing facility. We are a service company.
I love it. I love it because right now it's busy.
Yes.
And we all know that the market ebbs and flows, right? Yes, and this is a great way when people are really busy to get more work done.
Yes.
They can use your services and they can come and go as needed.
Right. We had a company come through yesterday. It was an equity company.
Yeah.
They had just bought out a trust company. And they're like, why should we replace our team with you? And I was like, no, we're not a replacement. We can be if that's what you need, but we're just an add-on.
Right.
And we help increase their capacity to get product out the door, because companies don't get paid until the product gets out the door.
Right, right.
And if they're bogged down with their design team, but their customers are demanding 10 more homes or another multifamily project in that month, then we're increasing their capacity without an add-on to HR and benefits, and overhead,
insurance, health, all that
else. And then it also increases the plate sales for the software companies like MyTech, Alpine, Simpson, and Eagle Metal.
So it benefits everybody.
It benefits everybody.
That's really cool.
We're not a competitor. We're a service provider.
Right.
We're here to serve the component manufacturing companies in the areas that they need.
How do people get a hold of you?
They can go to our website at arcadm.com. They can give us a call. Lauren and Steve is both on LinkedIn as well, and so am I, and so is Jamie.
So LinkedIn, Arcadem, go online, arcadem.com.
Yes.
If you need to outsource or you need help getting your design work done. Pretty much, if you want them to come over and make you dinner, you probably do that too, it sounds like.
I like good to see you.
Hey man, I appreciate you. Thanks for letting us stop in. I'm probably going to scroll out this way. We're going to go down. All right, we're going around this way. So we'll come back and talk in a little bit. All right, perfect. All right, we're going to follow. You can see Jennifer going ahead of us there. We're going to stop at SD Frame here. I'm going to get me some love from Aaron Love in a little bit. We're going to go to SD. Perfect. I think Aaron's around here. I'm going to have you right over here. Aaron Love. Coming in, man. How you guys doing? You guys mind if we stand here? We're going to talk a little bit.
We'll get ready.
Yeah, you can stay in if you want. We'll stay in. We're coming over to see you in April and just a little bit over at Simpson. Okay.
Oh, you're in trouble next, huh?
Yeah, trouble. Everybody runs when I show up at the. This happened last time. I showed up with a camera and everybody left his booth.
I know.
It just happens.
Looks aren't everything, man. So.
I know. Right. All right, Aaron Love, tell us a little bit about, who you are, what you're doing here, and then we'll talk about the show.
Yeah, so, I loaded up on Thursday, brought my whole team out here, drove across country from California to bring the system. Trailer barely made it, had 2 blowouts.
Oh, no.
So that was fun. But no, we're here now. We're loving it. We're having a great show.
Yep.
Our system, we're really known for high resolution inkjet printing. We're putting more information on the lumber and the components so that you can assemble and build whatever you're building, whether it's a wall, a truss, a floor cassette, as best as you can.
So when you say high-level inkjet system, so I mean you're in the saw and cutting business, but along with that, you're taking the data, you're marking the lumber, so when it leaves your facility, it's identifiable and easily put together.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Essentially, we're turning wood frame structures into IKEA-styled packages.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's great.
So what do we have behind us here?
Yeah. So this is our.
Here, go ahead, take that.
Oh,
you hold that.
Gosh, you're gonna make me hold this.
Come on, let's go. I got one on.
Right. So this is the software here that runs the system. This is our fully loaded system. We got an automated auto loader in-feed section here. So,
all right, so this is where it goes on, pushes into the system.
Exactly.
Goes
so
that
we
way.
can build this system as far as you want or as short as you want. So if you're cutting I-joist up to 60 feet, we can just build this out. It comes
So it's modular.
Yeah, it comes in 4-foot sections.
Okay.
Just like our industry is modular, we try to build our saw modular because it fits many different customers in many different ways.
Right.
Yep.
So how's this show been for you so far?
Oh man, it's been awesome.
Has it? It? A lot of people?
A lot of people.
Yeah, did you build a bigger shop from last
We're
year?
gonna move to Tennessee probably. We're
Are
gonna
you?
probably open up another shop.
Well, that probably makes sense to be centrally located, right?
Yeah, well,
Is
I
that-
mean, it's hard shipping everything from California.
Yeah, for sure. So who's your customer?
So our customer is the framer, is the component manufacturer, is the lumber yard. Really anybody that's building these structures, we have a solution that fits them, anywhere from design all the way to the production. So we even have a cloud-based app where you can scan the material because we're printing barcodes,
Right.
and it can pull up that shop drawing right there on the fly.
So the systems that anybody else has out there, there's different ones. Will it work with your machine?
Yeah, absolutely. We can work with all the major design platforms.
Yeah, and that's a big deal, right? I remember we talked a little bit about this last year, and I think that, having a system that can integrate, because that stops a sale if you can't.
Exactly.
Or that stops a customer from getting something if your system wouldn't integrate with it.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing that we're staying in the design for is because 70% of our customers, they want to get into this technology. They want this solution. They want the high printing. They know that it's going to bring them efficiencies on the job site, but they don't understand what it's going to take to get the designs done. So we stay with them through that whole process and show them what tools they need. And if they don't need the solution from us, that's fine. We work with whatever they have.
All right, so we have a modular system that can expand to the lengths that they need.
Yep.
You got a high inkjet print system that puts everything out as if it's an IKEA furniture. You know exactly how to put it together. If I remember, you have a very awesome vacuum system in this, right?
Yeah, well, we've got 3 ports that's going to control the dust. So we don't sell the vacuum system, but we have recommendations of what we need. So
Right, but it's set up to be able to clean it out so you can see through that window and everything that's going on. What am I missing?
Really,
software that works with everybody's.
Yeah, I mean, so
and he's a nice guy.
We're printing a lot of things that a lot of people aren't. So we can print the floor framing layout directly on the top plate.
Okay.
So when you stand your wall, that's already done. It's already laid out. Whether it's a truss or a joist, we have that information. We're printing a lot of the Simpson hardware on our product.
Okay.
So if you've got anchor bolts or an HD system, it's going to print that right on the plate. It's going to give you all that information.
Everything that you need. And
Everything that you need.
That's what was just standing here. The Simpson crew was just standing here chit-chatting with you when we walked up. What can we expect from you in the future? What are you guys working on next?
Well, we're going to be working on getting an auto offload system here.
Okay.
We're going to have a routing system for cutting holes through I-joist.
Okay.
And basically, other than that, we're just going to continue to rock and roll.
Lead time, what are you guys looking at on your machines now?
Right now, we're about 7 to 8 months.
7 to 8 months? That's better than the year to 2 years I've been hearing, right?
No, we came into the show about 5 months lead time.
Yep.
We've got 35, 40 systems in our queue, but we're pumping out a lot of systems in a week, right? And so once we expand and get another facility, that's just going to be, even better for us to keep up with those demand.
Absolutely. Well, I love it. I mean, I think what you're doing is great. I love the colors too. They always work out.
Yep.
All right. Well, so what is your thoughts on this show and the future of where we're headed right now in this industry?
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited about this show. It's brought so much exposure to my business. It's helped me really grow. I remember it was actually here 3 years ago or 4 years ago before COVID. I had a 10 by 10 booth and I had just some samples of print.
Yeah.
And NVR, one of the companies that was a great partner of ours, they took a shot on us, man.
Yeah.
And they put us on the map, right? So, but they took a shot on us because we had a platform here and the ability to come and show what we were trying to do.
And they were able to
now
see it.
look at us. I got a 20 by 60 booth and a handsome guy standing in there.
And yeah, you are handsome. And also a new facility getting ready to start up. I mean, it's a success story.
Yeah.
It really is. You're a young guy, at least younger than me. And, you know, most of the innovation starts in a 10 by 10 booth.
Yep.
You know, that's where we all start at some point or another, right? I remember my first video, I didn't have anybody watch it.
Hey,
Sometimes I wonder, I still get videos nobody
happens.
watches.
I'm
Like,
sure
how does it work?
nobody's going to watch me on this.
Yeah, no. Our last video was amazing from last year. I'm glad that you guys are back.
Yeah.
If a customer wants your machine, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can reach out to me. I'm on easyframesaw.com or estiframe.com.
Yep.
Or they can also, talk to, I can't give them my personal cell number, but
No.
I mean, just reach out on the website. You're going to find us.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you his personal cell number. We'll put it in the description, but no, I'm just kidding. Aaron, thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much,
And
Dave.
we'll be back to talk later. All right, we're going to head over here now. Thanks. Appreciate Simpson. You gotta love him. All right. We're going to head over here to Simpson. So I just love Aaron. I mean, he's a young person. I love to highlight young people in the industry. Like he said, in 5 years, he went from a 10 by 10, I think he said 5 years, 10 by 10 booth to, pretty much the whole length of one floor. So, all right, Asserman Associates, how you guys doing today?
Awesome today.
Yeah, you guys having a good show?
It's a great show.
Yeah, good, well attended, right?
Yeah, well attended. It's it seems like there's lots of individual smaller companies that have made it here, and
yeah.
it's always good to catch up and re-energize yourself when you go
Right.
back.
Tell us real quick, what do you do?
Basically, our primary product is a wall panel. So
Yeah.
we do wall panel machinery. We serve more of the manual lower end of the market.
Okay.
Try to get to startups that don't have the tremendous budgets in hand.
Got it. Right. So, I mean, a cost-effective place to begin is where you guys focus to help people get up and running and moving and keep going, because that's true, right? I mean, some of this equipment's super, super expensive.
Yep. And then if they're wildly successful, they can raise the ladder and go somewhere else.
That's right. And so where are you guys out of?
We are out of Nebraska.
You're out of Nebraska, and how long have you been in business?
We've been in business since 1991.
Since 1991. Awesome. What is your role at the company?
I'm general manager.
You're the general manager? And how do people get a hold of you?
Basically, website wasserman-associates.com, or the easier way to find it is wassermanequipment.com.
WassermanEquipment.com?
Yep.
And you got more than what you have here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, basically all of the products we manufacture, we are also manufacturers representatives for these other companies in the room. All of those product pages are on our website. We also do used machinery sales and reconditioned machinery sales.
Great.
And all of that's also there.
Perfect.
So everything we have is there.
Well, thank you for letting us stop by and talk to you a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks, everybody. All right, we're going to head over, and we're going to be meeting with April. Why don't we stop here, and I'll come over here and grab April if she's in here, if I can steal her. I think she's talking to somebody right now. Should I go tap on her shoulder? April. Yeah. She'll be over in 1 second. Why don't we stay out here so we can kind of showcase everything behind. What's up?
Hi there.
Good. How are you?
Great.
So everybody knows I caught April on film because she loves being on film. We were out in San Francisco doing some job site walkthroughs. So April, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do here at Simpson?
Sure. Hi.
Yeah, you can take it. Look, she's ready.
All right. Thank you. So my name is April Byrne. I think you know that. And I work for Simpson Strong Tie in the Building Technology Division. Responsible for really the collaboration part of our business and software. And we're super excited to be part of, Dave Cooper, what you guys are doing in the industry. We're always looking for what's innovative, what's new, and sometimes what's not new. And that's what I love about your podcast is, what are the things that we can do to make us more efficient, and whether it's automation or just really process. And so as Simpson Strong Tie Building Technology, we look to solve some of those same problems.
Yeah, you do. You know, it's funny. We just came from Etsy Frame, right? Aaron Love down there, and some of the Simpson reps are in there. But that's what really is great about Simpson. You support so many other people, even here in this industry, with their equipment and what they do and the technology. And what I really love about it is you guys are always looking at innovation and moving forward. They have an earthquake machine, for goodness sakes. So
Yes,
it's cool stuff. So the show itself, tell us a little bit about what's going on here. How's it feel to you and your team? And is everything going as planned?
You know, it's a great show, and I would say just the energy at this show, the level of energy has just been super exciting. The thing I love about this year, you see a lot of new faces, a lot of influence coming maybe from Europe, and that's really exciting. We love to collaborate with anyone who's trying to solve a problem. We want to help. We want to help. We want to collaborate with them. We want to figure out, you know, how can we benefit the industry through collaboration and the tools that work for our customers. So it's been a really great show, and I think people are happy to see human beings.
Yeah, sure. So what's happening in the Simpson booth? What is everybody talking about this year?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, you know, the biggest thing is, again, maybe not just this year, but especially this year, just collaboration.
Right.
And solving problems, developing tools that work for the industry. We really do have a lot of respect, and we do pride ourselves for listening to the customers.
You do.
So we've had a lot of people come through our booth saying, hey, we have this problem, can you help us solve it?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing this year.
I mean, so we had a chance to tour your facility, right? And one of the things that you do a lot of is research. And one of the things that you also asked the group when we were there was, we want your feedback. We want to know what's working, what's not working, or what we can do better. And I think that's a very valuable thing for any company to put themselves out there and say, tell us where we're messing up, or tell us where we can be better.
Absolutely. And you, I think you've been to our R&D lab.
Yeah.
Every day we're looking at how do we improve the products that we have, because we know that we're always looking to the future.
Right.
And even at the show, we have people come in that they're using our software, they're using our hardware, our products, and we're trying to find out, you know, how do we get better at what we do?
Right.
And we've had a lot of great input. And the really fun thing this year is a lot of people that came up to us and said, you know what, we reported what we'd like to see, you delivered, and now we're using it. So it's really fun to hear that.
Yeah, that's a win, right? That's what you want to hear when you come to these shows.
Absolutely.
What do you want to tell people that maybe they don't know about Simpson? Anything? Like, is there just something that most people probably don't know that they should?
You know, it's interesting because we've had a lot of people not only visit our booth, but, you know, our demo area.
Right.
And a lot of people didn't understand that we had software for the entire building industry. So whether you're a builder or a component manufacturer or a framer, we have solutions for the building industry. And our goal is to connect stakeholders.
Okay.
And whether it's through technology, whether it's through networking and relationships, we want to connect stakeholders, and we want to solve problems that improve the construction industry. So if you have an issue, if you have a challenge, whether it's technology, whether it's software, whether it's hardware, get a hold of Simpson. We want to be part of the solution.
That's right. So reach out. I mean, so you have a software side, so everybody associates obviously with the plates and everything that we see out in the field, and the screws and so forth, the hangers and the through bolts. But the fact that you also have a software to support everything you have, but also the other design aspects is what I'm hearing that they're going through. Can you just elaborate on that a little bit so they understand that?
Yeah, sure. So whether you are a specifier or an engineer, we have APIs, we have software drawing platforms. We plug into other drawing software platforms.
Right.
So, you know, we have a lot of software. Go to our website, reach out to a Simpson, representative, or give us a call.
I love it.
We would love to solve a problem and be part of the solution.
Simpson Strong Ties, the problem solver with software solutions, with all the brackets and hangers and metal through rods and everything else that you need. I absolutely love it. You guys are leading the way, you always have been. And huge supporters of the industrialized construction industry and the offsite industry, and always pushing the boundaries. April, thank you so much.
Thank you guys, appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you as well. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap it right here. We are live at BCMC, and I am wrapping up in one of the best booths I've seen. Simpson, we'll see you next year. Bye now.
See ya.